Hello, 7th grade.
Hello.
Wow, we miss you. And it is week 6 already. Time flies when you're having fun with ELA, am I right? All right, a few announcements before we get started. Number 1, if you turn in a blank assignment, you are getting 0 out of 10. Dun dun dun. Don't do that.
Hear it.
Secondly, if you don't know how to do one of the choices on the assignment, choose a different choice. You have that option. You don't have to do one of the random assignments that you don't know how to do. You can choose a different one. So if you don't know how to do something, try another one. And last but not least, we have awesome student examples to share. A lot of you last week did crossword puzzles, and these are just some examples of some awesome crossword puzzles that we saw. A lot of really great clues to help us out with a lot of great vocabulary words. So way to go, stellar students. We are proud of you. All right, I am handing my Clorox wipes to Miss Kaken to talk about the text assignment.
Thank you, Miss Smith. Don't forget to sanitize. Okay, this week we are reading an article entitled "We're All in This Together, Coronavirus Shutdown Brings Out the Best of Kansas City." Because our theme for this week is how we're all in this together, Kansas City.
We're all in this together. That's the only part I know.
That we're all stars, and we see that. I hope that all of you have seen High School Musical. Okay, goodbye.
Okay, so that's a theme for this week, that we're all in this together. And this article talks about how Kansas City has come together during the shutdown. So this article has a video at the top, and then right below that, it also gives you the availability to listen to it as well. Awesome. There you go. So you can read and or listen to the article all about how different people and different organizations have helped out others in the community, in the Kansas City community. So you'll read all about, how different people and different organizations, what they did and what they are doing to help us all out during this time. So you'll read the article, and then you will choose one of the options to do from the choice board. So the first choice says, choose your favorite story from the article and answer the following questions in complete sentences. So it could be any of the stories about the different people or organizations. Choose one of them and tell us about it. Which story was your favorite and why? What is one fact in the story that surprised you? What can you infer inspired the acts of kindness in that story? If you don't remember the definition of inference, please research this topic before responding. Remember, inference is take what you see, take what you know. Inference. 6th grade. What? Okay. And then D, how do you think people have been affected by these acts of kindness? Or you can choose option number 2. Choose 4 quotes that stood out to you from the article. Draw or create pictures to represent each quote. You will have a total of 4 pictures when you are done. Then you will label each picture with the quote. So 4 pictures with 4 labels. Okay? Or you can choose option number 3. There was that video in the article. You'll watch that video from the article. If you can't find it, we included it right there. Answer the following questions in complete sentences. How did the video help you to better understand the article? Explain. B, why do you think the author included the video in his article? What was the point in including it? C, what did you like about the video and what did you like about the article? Or you can choose the last option, option number 4. In the article, it had a link to another article about the Chiefs players' response to COVID-19. You'll read that article, and I included it right there. And compare and contrast both of the articles by doing a Canva Venn diagram. And we already showed you guys how to do that video, how to do Canva. It's pretty simple. You go on there, you can choose which Venn diagram to do, and then you'll fill it in. So you'll do one of those options, and then you'll put it down below, and then you'll press submit. All right, I'm gonna pass it off to Miss Smith. Here you go, Miss Smith.
Wow, thanks, Miss Kaken. All right, for your video for Wednesday and Thursday, you are going to watch a video called Serving the Homeless in Kansas City. The link should take you here, where you will watch a 3-minute video about how nonprofit organizations in Kansas City are helping the homeless during the coronavirus. After you have watched that, you will choose one of the options to complete. The first one is to write your own acrostic poem that reflects Kansas City's acts of kindness during the coronavirus. If you don't remember what an acrostic poem is, you can click here to learn more, or you can look at our example that we gave you down here. You will spell out a word, and then you will write other words that start with that letter. So P, people join together. A, and make new choices. N, neighbors sharing resources. Blah, blah, blah. The words that we want you to use for your acrostic poems are either Kansas City, kindness, service, or nonprofit. So you will write these words just like we wrote pandemic in this line, vertical line, and then you will come up with words that start with that letter and that talk about Kansas City's acts of kindness. Okay?
Ms. Smith, do they have to use all of those words?
All of the letters in the word?
No, all 4 of those. Kansas City and kindness and service and nonprofit?
No, just choose one of the words. Thank you for the clarification, Mrs. Hampton. And you can type your acrostic poem just down here on this document. Kind of fun. All right. The next one, you can choose to create a cartoon using bubble.us to summarize the story that was talked about in the video of how homeless shelters are helping people in Kansas City. Add a screenshot of the comic to the bottom of this Google document and turn it in. Number 7, you can create a Prezi summarizing what you learned in the video. Include at least 5 slides with facts from the video, and make sure your presentation is public, and then add a link to it on the document. If we can't see the Prezi, then we'll have to ask you to resubmit it with a proper link. And number 8, research the components of a strong thank you letter. Write a letter to the organizations that provided food and other services to Kansas City residents in need, thanking them for what they did. You can use this website or another website of your choosing to learn about thank you notes. All right, that's it for video. On to Mrs. Hampelman to end out with the summary project.
Okie doke. This week, for your summary projects, here are the choices. You may remember last week we watched Some Good News with John Krasinski, and he talked to a girl named Aubrey who wasn't able to see Hamilton, so he arranged for the cast of Hamilton to sing for Aubrey. We are inviting you this week to create your own Some Good News video about good things happening in Kansas City. We would like you to include at least 5 pieces of good news and then upload your video and attach the link to this document below. Next, decide and perform an act of kindness this week and then answer the following questions in complete sentences. What act of kindness did you show? What was the response of the person or people to whom you were kind? How did it make you feel to be kind in this way? And what similar act of kindness could you show next week? This option was on our choice board for last week also. If you choose to do this option again, which you can, choose a different act of kindness and a different person or group to be kind to, and then write about those. Okay.
Unless you want to comment on Miss amazing TikTok videos.
Which you may.
You can do that.
Again, another amazing
Totally.
act of kindness.
Right.
Please help me get
Okay, number 11. We research and create a list of at least 5 resources Kansas City is offering to residents during the pandemic. For each resource, we would want you to include the URL, which is the web address or website for the organization, and write one complete sentence about what the organization is providing to the people in Kansas City. At the end, if a lot of you choose this one, or even if a few of you choose it, we are going to put together a complete list of all of the organizations you highlighted and send it back out to you. This is an exciting one for us because we would love to see what you come up with. Finally, think of a need that you've noticed during the pandemic. Maybe you see that your neighbor is older and not able to get to the grocery store. Maybe you see some pets that don't seem to have a home anymore and aren't getting anything to eat. Whatever you've noticed, we would like you to research a local organization that could provide resources to meet the need that you've noticed. Add a link to that organization's website at the bottom of the document, and then using the components of a business letter, which you can find at this link, write a letter to the organization asking for their help. So you're going to have at least 3 paragraphs with complete sentences. In the first paragraph, introduce yourself. Hi, my name is Mrs. Hampelman, and I have noticed a need for TikTok in the area. I live in Overland Park, and I need your help. In the second paragraph, describe how you think the organization could meet the need you've noticed. I noticed one of my colleagues has become an excellent TikToker. I wonder how we could publicize her efforts so that the whole world could benefit from her expertise in this area. In the last paragraph, provide your contact information and thank the organization for considering your request. You can reach me in Kansas City, Kansas at elizabeth.hampelman@kckps.org. Period. Thank you for considering Miss Smith's artwork. That's what we have for you this week. We can't wait to see the work you create. We love you, we miss you, and you're awesome. Bye, students.